and then the infamous SD from Isaiah. But it was so close, and they played a set earlier actually in winners, and Isaiah almost beat him with Mario. So
Wangera double eliminated him, didn't he? I think he did.
I think he did because I watched the set early on, and it was definitely a Mario Puff one that was like came down to the absolute wire. They almost got it. He was literally one hit away from a shield break throw for the win.
Right.
And he lost it.
So let's watch this set.
Against God.
I think on Twitter someone asked Wangera, "How do I play the neutral against Pikachu?" And he basically said Nair. So we're gonna see a lot of probably a lot of Nairs from Wangera here.
So that is definitely a situation where a lot of Puffs, especially in NA or NTSC, I'll say, would rest.
Right.
Something that Wangera is not. He won't not rest, but in the Japanese version of the game, rest is extremely underpowered relative to NTSC.
It's about half the strength.
No, they do not.
In Japanese version, they use.
It's called NTSC-J actually. It's not. A lot of all the other Smash games, NTSC includes Japan, and then there's something called PAL. In 64, there's NTSC-U, NTSC-J, and then PAL. PAL is basically NTSC-U. It's almost the same. But NTSC-J has a ton of differences.
Oh man, that was some solid DI from Wangera. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of ignoring the set for a second, but anyway, that he probably didn't rest there because rest has about half the power, and it's one of those things that you don't want to do too early. So Wangera is notorious for being this good without really resting, which is pretty crazy. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Wangera loves the NA rest. You have to imagine how he feels coming from Japan.
Of course.
Again, one of your tools are just twice as strong.
Yeah,
that has to feel good.
And it's something that he definitely does use in Japan.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Juicy! I love that.
Yeah, it's.
That was almost a 5-stock. Where's the horn?
Revan, you're supposed to have it. I mean, he could still get it. JVs count.
JVs do count.
But yeah, you got to imagine. Oh, could we see it?
Could we see it?
Where's the horn?
Where's the conch?
Okay. For those of you who are not so familiar with the N6,
I really, really like that
one. Pound to rest, baby.
The reverse pound too.
It was the reverse hitbox of it, yeah.
Exactly.
I was going to say he was going for it, but you're right, because pound normally sends them in the opposite direction. Kind of a weird move in that way, but he hit with the back side of him, brought him forward. Oh, Falcon's coming out. So quick thing before I say something about the conch. What do you think of this matchup?
This is actually a really interesting matchup.
I love talking about it.
I've heard it both ways. I think most people in NA say Falcon wins the neutral, but Wangera likes this matchup. Isaiah likes this matchup. Y-Bomb likes this matchup. A lot of the best Puffs in North America and Japan actually really like this matchup.
Oh, yeah, another thing about J version real quick. DI not nearly as strong.
Way weaker.
So it's one of those things that like you have to imagine that the Japanese players have pretty good DI for their version, and then they come to NTSC and they're like, let's go.
Man.
Oh my God, he loves it. He's got to come to the North American version, and he's just like, guys, this is amazing. My DI is godlike.
Exactly.
But yeah, super interesting matchup. Very, I don't know what to say about it. Both characters have very
extremely volatile.
Yeah, very interesting movement. Puff dies extremely quickly, and Falcon has a lot of ways to kill Puff. But Puff can get that was definitely a mistake.
Did you see that? That was a really clean, super late meaty back air from Wangera that led into that combo.
And back air is one of those things that I guess if you're just learning Puff and you're playing quote standard Puff, you don't use back air all that much because Nair is so good and it's kind of your neutral go-to. Up air is the one that combos into rest, but back air really can be sneaky good. And you'll see all of the top Puffs use it to a really good degree. Wangera is certainly one of them.
Wangera is still not dying. The master of recovery. He looks for his opportunity, grabs the ledge. You'll notice that about Japanese players. They have a very flowchart-like recovery. They'll be like, okay, let's wait, look for an opportunity. Oh, look, the ledge.
The ledge, yes. Yeah, and especially Ooh, nice. So you saw him do that back air there. He tried to just stall a little bit and maybe bait God in, but God was still able to get it.
Right. Something interesting about the back air is Puff contorts her hurt box away. So oftentimes you'll see in something like a Puff Kirby matchup, or as you saw in that recovery, the Japanese players, specifically Wangera, they'll use back air a lot in neutral to dodge attacks.
Yeah, and it definitely, it's a combination of it
Oh.
Wangera the gentleman. No, he definitely didn't mean to do that. It's definitely one of those things that, you know, it definitely contorts their hitbox, and it also, like, in order to input the back air, Puff has great aerial drift. So, he went for that. He went for maybe a little style there, to be honest.
Oh, man. This is definitely a little bit of style.
Wangera, look at his face. Pure joy. I love watching Wangera play. He looks like he just gets a blast out of the game. Always.
The F smash!
Ducks under it. So that's one of those
man.
things that I really want to see Kirby's do more, but it's kind of a risk, is ducking under that. Oh, it's so good.
Something interesting, the difference between Kirby's and Puff's duck is when Kirby ducks, he kind of bounces a little.
He gets that little...
Right, he goes from up here, down, and then he bounces. Puff, flat. Like, there's nothing to grab there, there's nothing to hit there. It's so useful.
It's wild.
It's an extremely important tool in that matchup.
I'm not positive on it. Depending on exactly where they try and grab you, you can duck under Falcon.